my god. Okay. One day, I'm gonna learn to use audio equipment. Hi, Dorian. Good morning, afternoon. I don't know, man. Welcome, everyone. Please choose whatever greeting makes you feel most seen. Good morning, afternoon. This is the only day I have to actually sleep some, and so every time I show up here, it doesn't matter when it is, I'm always going to say good morning. Hell of a week. I noticed my channel is set, like, for mature audiences, but that's only because I sometimes say curse words, and I feel like, I don't know, you should know in case you have the children around. But, you know, they need to learn. Gotta learn the curse words. You can bring them in for the intermission when we do toy unboxing, which I promised I would not do that again, but I probably will this time. I don't think there's like a ton of housekeeping today. I love saying that, like this is a meeting that we hold every week with each other. I fixed a lot of things. There's a new rating system. There is, I haven't updated, but in case you missed it, there's a spreadsheet now where we're putting all the rated games. And my ratings for them, they are subjective, I understand. But on my Twitch page, there's a red button that says game log. If you want to see what we have played and what it was rated. I have not put in last week's games because, like I said, this week was, I don't know about y'all, but this week was a toughie for me. It's weird because it's like, I don't know. These times are weird because I feel like there's nothing I can point to that I was like, this is why this week sucked so bad. But to be honest, it just did. So we're gonna play video games. I think I hate this screen because it's my big face and it's sea witch face. I need a haircut real bad. So I'm gonna go to this screen because it feels less problematic. I do think I fixed chat. It was broken last week. By broken, I mean I didn't set it up properly. So I think we're kind of gonna just jump into it as we always do. I decided today was Super Nintendo. I don't know why, just felt a Super Nintendo vibe. I woke up and it was like absolutely pouring outside and I was just like, we're gonna get into Super Nintendo today, which is, I find the Super Nintendo catalog really interesting. I think Sega's is maybe the weirdest, but Super Nintendo is like, it's funny because the graphics will be really good for like a super crummy game sometimes. Hi, nothing but Luigi. I'm so glad you can make it. It's a good thing this is your first one. We've shaken out a lot of the kinks, hopefully. Things are getting better. I still can't figure out so many things, but I'm learning. There are all these things I can do, and it even like Twitch is even like telling me you could run 60 seconds worth of ads for your viewers, and I'm like, why would I do that? I mean, I know this is hustle culture, and you're like supposed to do that, but I'm not thinking I'm about to start a burgeoning empire here on Twitch.com. Maybe I am. I don't know. I should probably not sell myself short. So we will be hopping into Super Nintendo. If you're just new to this, we randomize. We hit the random button. This is my emulator. There are thousands of games in it. We hit the random button, and whatever game procs, we play it for 5 minutes. Sometimes I veto it. I have executive orders because I am President Chappell, and if I've already played like 3 baseball games, I might veto a 4th one. Because honestly, you know, I get it. But maybe we should have like a night where I only play, like, I curate a list of like all baseball games and then we just compare them and we rate them. It sounds miserable to me, but I feel like some people would love that. I don't know who you are, but you're out there. Anyway, we've got a rating system, which I'll reveal. It's already in my spreadsheet. We rate by floor meat. But I have some cool graphics now. And it's like 0 out of 5 floor meat, 5 being the best. And so I'm excited to start rating games, and it'll make it easier for me to keep our spreadsheet updated. Okay, so I hit the randomizer. It looks like first up is Terminator, because we want to start strong here. And yeah, I'm just going to get into that. We're going to bring our jams down. Our slow-fi jams. Yeah, Historian. A Link to the Past is on there, but it's not how this works. If we get A Link to the Past in random, I'll play it. The problem there is that I kind of just want to keep playing it forever. All right, Pi, come on. Sound seems pretty low on this game. Yeah, I will just play it. Let's see if I'm already... Sometimes the Pi is like really bad with the sound vibes. And that's fine, but like... I can barely hear this guy. Anyways. Yeah. Link to the Past needs its own segment. Okay. So... Yes, Link to the Past would last... I mean, I could play it for hours. Absolutely. I'll be honest, I only remember, I only remember playing this game in the arcade. Rodrigo, this stream is about, we play a different game every, 5 minutes. It's just a way to randomly cruise through as many old school games as we can. It's just kind of rapid fire. And we see what they're about, we talk about if they're playable and if we'd revisit them, and then we move on. And yeah, we're doing all Super Nintendo today. Last week was all Sega, and I'll revisit Sega again, but this is just every Saturday what we do for fun. It's like, dude, it's like Saturday morning cartoons, right? So do y'all remember? I remember this was a badass arcade game with the gun. Yeah, this gun noise is bad. Thanks, Rodrigo. Yes, I haven't made dresses in a while, and you know why? It's because I ain't got nowhere to wear them. These are COVID times, baby. Yeah. It's also really, it's more expensive to make clothing than to buy it now, which is kind of sad and a problem. Ugh. These guys are brutal, man. Yeah, Terminator is still such a rich franchise. You would think we would have even more sweet Terminator games today. Like, if you can have a Call of Duty game every, like, it feels like every year, then you could have a sweet-ass Terminator. Ugh. Or just a decent one, I know. Did anyone see the new Terminator movie? It was like buckshot wild. With Mackenzie Davis. She was amazing. It was just so wild. The final scene was so crazy. There were chains involved in factories, and I kind of loved it because it felt old school, like a stupid old school action film, which sometimes it feels good. You know, this is like one of my least favorite game types now because it just requires rote memorization, right? Where it's like, I just have to remember where the Terminator boys are gonna come out. Dude, that's weird death. You like turn into soul goo. It's so funny, yeah. All you can hear is the gun sound. Honestly, so the arcade game is like a first-person shooter, and you get 2 guns, like actual physical hardware guns, and it's so fun with 2 people, especially when you're like waiting on your mom and dad to pick you up from the movie theater. That's the best use case. You are right. The gun and jump noise are the same, but just pitched one, like, tiny, tiny octave difference. All right, 20 seconds left in this banger of a game. I gotta start thinking about my rating. I wouldn't say, oh, I'm just running over things. All right, I wouldn't say I feel great about this one. I would say I don't have a big interest in revisiting it. I'm not gonna give it no floor meats, but I would say we'll give it 1. And now we're on to the next one. So that's how this works. Terminator was quite the way to start. I don't know. I'm hoping we get a little better. Let's move on. Paperboy 2 on Super Nintendo. Oh my gosh, what if... I wish this had... I've never played this. I wish this had like a origin story of how the Paperboy became the Paperboy. Or maybe it's like the Paperboy grew up and now he runs a startup. And it's all about delivering newspapers to people digitally. No. Hire me to write your movies. I would totally kill. I'm gonna write the script for Paperboy 2. Not even the first one. Let's just do the second one. He's a failed Uber driver. That's really sad. Okay. Oh, you can be a paper girl. Isn't that great? We did it. We did it. Misogyny's over. I'm so excited. Oh, this one's loud. I'll turn that down a little. Non-subscribers. Easy Street. Window prices skyrocket. I got a lot of questions about this. Okay. Immediate death. Immediate death. Games have gone too far. This is such a terrible work environment. Oh, wrong button. Okay, I remember this now. I learned last time we played that I need to use the correct buttons. Oh! This game is not forgiving. No! Oh, it said I got that? No way. Yes! Oh, I need more papers. I'm gonna go in that hole. I'm sorry, but like, how? I've never understood how these games are so popular and people consider them playable, because I don't know what's happening. Also, who gets to live next door to that? That rules. What? Like, dude, this is the deadliest neighborhood you could possibly live in. I feel like this is... Oh, look at that old couple just swinging really, really hard. This is so cool. I want a gargoyle graveyard next to my home. Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of, I feel like, questionable choices of this town. Also, I was making fun of it earlier about how dumb, like, oh no! I was making fun of it earlier how dumb a Paperboy movie would be, but I actually think it could be really, really funny. So you could, like, you just have this town that is absolutely out of its mind. What? What? This feels like a Tim Burton place. Like, nothing is as it should be. It would definitely be a period piece. It feels slightly like Back to the Future adjacent. I basically just admitted that a 1980s movie is a period piece now. Because it is. Yeah, honestly, if my neighborhood, though, growing up, if you had a neighbor who had a castle with cannons, ooh, that would be the coolest neighbor you've ever known. Yes. Gentrification is what really ruined the castle scene. I really love how the makers of this game were like, Paperboy 1 was okay, but you know what? Let's get spicier. Let's have gargoyle hands coming out of sewers. Does that sound good to everyone? And everyone's like, yes, let's do that. What is happening? Oh no. There's no way, like, there's no way. There's no way that delivering papers would require this much practice, fortitude. I don't know. This music's sassy though, I like it. Okay, we have 30 seconds left. I have a feeling this is not gonna get a very high rating for me either. And it's just weird because like these games were such classics. I don't know. I think this is just a product of like, it was a time when we had nothing else to do. So this kind of game was like, cool, let's just play this all the time. I just want to go up on the curb. Y'all. I don't know. That gets one chicken for me. That's it. I was not a fan of that one. I mean, cool, I can be a paper girl. That's great. What if they made like, I want to see like Bethesda's version of Paperboy, where you're like, you get like different armors and you're just like in a post-apocalyptic neighborhood. And actually, that's the plot of that movie with Kevin Costner, basically. The Postman? I think so. Okay, Final Fantasy games do get an automatic veto because I can't get off the character naming screen in 5 minutes. Because picking your adventuring party is serious business. So it takes a lot of time. So these games need their own playthrough. So that brings us to the Bruce Lee story. A game that's been on everyone's minds and in everyone's hearts since it was released in 1993. I'm worried about this one. Virgin really got after it on the Super Nintendo. Whoa, they did him wrong. Why his head so squished? Oh, I do not remember that about the movie The Postman. It's not something I've wanted to revisit. Post-apocalyptic movies, imagine this, make me sad. I haven't revisited it, but now I'm even more worried. Yeah, it does look like some Hulk Bruce Banner stuff. Okay, 1-player story game, and then matches, so there's like fighting component. Can't wait. A fighting game with a backstory. This one is mine. Get one of your own. She is one of my own. Cool. This is cool. Remember how I said earlier that we solved misogyny? I guess we didn't. We open it back up. All right, standard fighter. I don't know how you get a navy uniform that allows you to look that ripped. So I will say like the motion of the movement of the fighter is actually really great. In so much as you might want a fighter to be, but I really don't care about fighter games too much. I used to. It's like a lot of, I know how to flip. Look at me go. But, you know, I guess you gotta fight for your girl, who's your own. Yikes. I'm sure that's a normal standard practice of trained like Navy and members of the Navy is to bring a chain with you to bars. What's that? Chains were like the thing in the 90s as far as like weapons go. You really don't see it anymore. Get up, Bruce Lee. You're supposed to be the man. I didn't even get this guy down once. Like, his body is very detailed. I appreciate the fish. 5 stars for the fish. It's like... Everyone try to find one nice thing to say about this game. '93. What would that be in relation to, like, Street Fighter would have been out, right? This game was probably just really trying. I can't believe I'm still playing. It's fine. This is gonna get the rare no floor mates. It's not rare, actually. A lot of games are really bad. Come on, man. Longest last 55 seconds of a game ever. I just, like... I kind of get it with, like, I was never, like, a Smash Bros. Person. I wasn't... Basically, if you were in college and just the right time, Super Smash Bros. Was, like... right? I never really was, but I totally get that game in terms of a fighting game, because there's just so many mechanics, and it's really fun to explore, but, like, games like this, I'm like, come on. Yeah, this is absolutely generic. Like, I wonder if you have to pay, like, Bruce Lee's, family to get his likeness on a game. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. That one. The thing is, this show is not always fun for me. I know that sounds crazy, but it's not always the most fun. Right? Like, ugh. Sometimes you get stinkers. Okay. Samurai Shodown. I don't remember it being spelled that way, but let's jump into that one. Yeah. I feel like there are lots of versions of Samurai Shodown. Is that right or wrong? It is another fighter. This tends to happen on this show. I just will start getting the same kind of game over and over, and then I have to use my veto power. Samurai Shodown was super, super tight back in the day. It's obviously wishes it were Street Fighter, but I remember this showed up in a lot of arcades, a lot of movie theater arcades. Yeah, like here's Blanca. That's Guile. You know, Dawson. Okay, I remember playing this dude a lot. It was probably because I was like, he has long hair, so I like him. Like, my choices as a young girl were very, you know, limited. But, I mean, it's fine. Oh, this gal, she has a familiar. She's got that bird. Yeah, it's spelled Shodown because of Shogun. It totally makes sense now, but I do not remember seeing that as a kid. I didn't read. Just didn't read. I just put them quarters in. Oh yeah, and you build up, you build up your like special power, which I in no way know how to do. Ooh. Ooh. This is the other reason these games, like, they suck to play now. Is because you don't know the moves. I don't know how to do the throw. I don't know how to do the helicopter kick. The bear on the left is hot. Oh my god, that bear. Please someone make a gif of that bear. That bear and that horse are just like in the club. The moves are the same as Street Fighter. Yeah, probably the like half semicircle to throw a Hadouken. I think I was most taken with, like, and I've since watched like 1,000 documentaries on samurai, but the fighting style where you put the sword back into its sheath, I found to be like the most elegant and cool thing I'd ever seen. And like, I can't imagine doing it. I can't even. Today my toast came out of my toaster and I screamed. You know, like, I'm not an okay person. I don't think I can handle fighting as a samurai. That being said, my nerves are... they're in a weird place. We're all in a weird place, right? I love in these games. There should be a good study of, like, how Americans are depicted in all these fighting games. Because it's always, like, a California bro. Because that was, like, the cool thing at the time. Along with a stock bro, a stonk bro. By the Great Mountains. I do kind of miss, like, I mean, in general, obviously, I miss people. I miss humans. But I super miss, like, hanging out at arcade cabinets and just staring over people's shoulders. And just being like, you got him, you know. It was fun. Girl! Wow. Oh, I got a breath weapon. We were talking about that last week, actually, like, the social contract of the arcade. How, like, the social contract is that if you're playing a game in an arcade publicly, anyone can, like, put a quarter into a machine next and take the 2-player slot. And how, like, sometimes it feels like so aggressive when someone does it and you're like, I don't want to play with you, but then you just kind of, it's like, that's the social contract. We are here and we're gonna play this game. Come on, lady. 6 seconds. Okay, so in terms of rating this game, I mean, the thing is, I would give it like a 1. I'd give it like a 1 for me. Because, and I worry though, because it's so hard to rate these games separate from the nostalgia it gives me. So like, I watched this, and while I was watching this, I was like smelling the popcorn of my movie theater growing up. And I'm like, yeah, now I'm about to go see Aladdin for the 8th time, you know? And so like, it's really hard to separate, you know, how good the game is sometimes from those memories. So I can't help it. All right. Dragon View. Yes, Dorian, actual floor meat. I've worked so hard. I've worked so hard to make floor meat, and now it's here. I'm excited about Dragon View because I like dragons, and I like views. I don't know. I like dragons though, so let's just try it. This has been a fantastic. Look at that armadillo logo. Oh. There's floor meat? Dorian, I didn't even see it. Oh my gosh. Games and Broadcast, thanks for the follow. That rules. I love a follow. I love it from you. Thank you. Dorian, I wish I saw it. All right, this feels pretty romantic. I'm sure nothing's gonna happen to these two people who are just in love. Purple skies don't mean anything's wrong. Is it evil wizard, evil dragon? What are we betting? Give me that evil mage. I want an evil mage. Oh! I kind of like this. I would probably not have done the, like, blue flashing text, but that dragon's cool as hell. Yeah, I'm gonna press start. New game. I wonder if this is an RPG. Oh, Alex? Sure, I'll be Alex. Oh, whoops, I'm Al. My name's Al. Nice to meet you. Oh, buddy. Okay, RPG. Evil mage who can morph into dragons. I think you're right. It's like a level 14, 15 mage who can, like, polymorph. That would also be my bet. Ha, good. That's 10,000 sword thrusts and a record time, too. Aren't you energetic this morning? He jibes. This is good translation. Whoever did this. Oh no, this I think is an American game. What's got you in such a good mood? You just smile, raising your eyebrows. Oh. Look at you grinning like an idiot. Dame? Dom? Dom chuckles? Since you're in such a good mood. About 30,000 more. Your jaw drops. Surely you jest. These bros are having a good time. And don't call me Shirley. Oh my god. Do you think the creators of this had just crammed in a viewing of Airplane? Is that the origin of that joke, is Airplane? Because, like, I think that would be the only reference they'd be making. Katarina. Hey, girl. Guys, have you seen my grandfather? Master Kunos? Not recently, why? This morning he went to the arsenal, but he hasn't returned yet. He should have been back by now, and I am worried. I'm sure he can look after himself, you say, comforting her. Yeah, I know! That Airplane reference would have been old, but think about it. The people programming this game probably, like, loved that movie, grew up on it, right? The age range. But I'll check on him just to be sure. Yeah, jibes is such a weird one. And it's also like, jibes is the kind of word that a writer uses when they are afraid they're saying the same words over and over. So they're like, I gotta mix it up. It can't just be like, says him. Like, let's say jibes. And it's like, no, you don't have to get fancy. I'll check on him to make sure. Yeah, Don't Call Me Shirley was a Leslie Nielsen special, for sure. Dom snorts. You just want an excuse to get out of your workout. Bros. CrossFit bros. Katarina flares a bit at that. Come off it. You know Al isn't like that. Oh, Katarina's into Al. Thanks, Al. It'll make you feel better to know who Grandpa's. Okay. Okay. Katarina suddenly calls after you. Give me a potion of healing love. Here's the map to the arsenal. You may need it. Get the Huja map. Yeah, Dorian, actually, there's a lot of narrators in RPGs, in newer games. I don't know so much about old games. In new games, there are some fantastic narrators. In a game like this, it is kind of new to me. Yeah. I love it. We've barely got story set up, and I'm like, we've been playing this a while. So, I'll keep playing it a little bit longer just to see gameplay. Okay, so it's not total RPG. Oh, good sir. Please introduce yourself before you come at me. Yeah, I think I didn't set the timer. It's fine. I have to manually set the timer, which is a choice, and now I'm like, I don't know if it's the right choice. Master, you gasp, what happened? Master Konos tries to rise, but... Oh, this is the grandpa, right? I never thought I'd get whipped by a wizard. I must be getting old. Oh. As if suddenly remembering, he says, I'll be all right. Katarina's in danger. I just saw her. She was just like, here's a map, save my grandpa. Who is Argos? No time. Go now. Yes, master. So her grandfather, was I like training with her? With him? That was a very brief moment in the caves. There was like one enemy. It's really like, I do know, like, don't get me wrong, saving people is a fantastic motivator. But isn't it wild how many games assumed that saving the woman at the very beginning would be the best motivator for every young person playing this game? I think it's just so weird. There's so many games that are like, save this lady. Hey. Fear tenses in your gut as you dash across the deserted street and cry out a challenge. Argos, have you the courage to face a warrior? I'm not a coward. Release the girl. What I mean is that the writers of these games are assuming a lot, that I care deeply about this girl that I've spoken 3 sentences to. A voice like the growl of 1,000 demons falls to your ears. Sure. This must be the wizard we were talking about that can polymorph into a dragon, right? One only once. Today you die, wizard. Dude. I'm like probably at best a level 2 fighter. And this bro is probably like legendary, like level 16 wizard. Which is obviously why there's a whole game for me to beat him. You do not die this day, but we will meet again. Prepare to renew your attack. First, you must get by me, for this town has only one gate. Oh. Sorry, brave warrior. But we shall leave now, and your puny gate will not bar my passage. Okay. So Argos takes Katarina. Okay. Yeah, I think it's really cool, actually, like how Nintendo has like built on like Zelda's character, and like every game she becomes more badass. And like in Breath of the Wild, it's like the lore is that she's like actually trapped in some extra dimension because she's literally fighting Ganon, and she's like, "Hey, I'm gonna hold it down here, so just you can run around, but just forage mushrooms, whatever, get it together. I'll be here. Just like let me know when you're ready." Which is it's really funny to me. All right. No, he does not want to waste spell slots on me. You're totally right. Why would he? He can do so much else. I've collapsed in despair. Where is Argos? We'll switch out of this one. Wow. Oh, Master, I'm sorry. This is so much story. I couldn't stop him. Games can't afford to have this much story anymore, I don't think. Without gameplay, you know? Like, the tutorial level usually happens by now. God, we are sad sacks. Uh-oh, what's on the ground? Isn't this the pendant you gave Katarina? You jump up as he hands you the pendant. Katarina. I feel like every game developer just read Lord of the Rings, and that served games for 20 years. Okay. This is Skyrim Wagon Ride 1990 edition. That's the best description. Okay. I'm gonna be generous here. I'm gonna give it 2 out of 5. And I'm only saying that because I might explore this game further. Big emphasis on might. And so that's the only reason it's getting 2 instead of 1. Other than that, though, yike. That was fun. So I think we're gonna keep the good times going with Gun Force Battle Fire Engulfed Terror Island. This is just a bunch of words put in an order. I'm so excited. It's just gonna be an overhead shooter. Is that what we bet? Overhead shooter. I mean, go for it. Go for it with your game names, man. Oh, man. Oh, so this is a known game made by Metal Slug Team before they went to SNK. Oh. Oh, so I can shoot those guys, but they didn't hurt me, which is fascinating. I'm gonna tell you, these controls are horrible. I don't know how to explain it. This is the one thing I wish I could, like, truly indicate to people via Twitch, is like, here's how terrible the controls are. Please experience this with me. I'm gonna shoot a tank. It's fine. I can't tell if those guys are helping me, like this guy in front of me, and I shouldn't murder him. Okay. Can I go in that door? Nope. I don't know. I have no idea what's happening. As opposed to the last game where we had, like, what felt like years of storytelling, this one's like, here's the jungle, have fun murdering. The gods of floating controls. It's like the jump button is in a super weird place, and it could just be key bindings that are making me hate life right now. But oh, I can go up a ladder. Ah, his jump is like gravitationally weird. Is this on another planet? Does anyone know the lore of this game? This feels like the Navi parts of Avatar. They should just rebrand it. This is really stupid. Yeah, the ladder animation was really funny. Here we go. Look at that. You look like a bug with a thorax. It's really weird how when you start playing a ton of these games in a row, you become aware of, like, the sets of behaviors that are required for games in terms of animation. And one of them is ladder climbing. And you can actually rate games based on how good their ladder climbing animation is. Legs akimbo. Yeah, I just think, you know, it's really interesting that you can see how much we've, in some ways, matured in terms of, like, mass storytelling. Because, like, you know, a game like this where you just come in and start shooting up everything in a jungle, you don't see it as much, and if you do, it usually comes with a ton of, like, background and lore as to why you would be doing this. So I guess we're grown up. We're grown up. We're big kids now. Is this a boss? Oh, it's unforgiving. That was some one-shot business. Man. The thing is, I should not be able to beat a boss in 5 minutes. And when I do, I'm like, what is this game? That was a cool dude. This game needs some pathos. I need moral decision. It's just like, when you're playing games these days that have like branching dialogue and moral decisions, and like if you kill someone, it becomes a major consequence. It's hard to like remove your brain from that and start playing games where you just murder again, you know? At least it is for me. I don't know. All right. I don't, honestly, I'm not gonna give it any floor meat. It's a 0 rating for me. And the reason I say that is I don't remember. I don't remember this game. I just played it. I do not remember it. But you know what? That name? 5 floor meats for that name. A bit of Turricane. Yeah. It is. I don't know. It's just like a shoot 'em up game. We have a billion of them. You know? Like what's the point of any, why would you play one over the other, etc. It's weird. That's why I think now you tend to just have these big AAA games, and it's like, oh, this is the flavor of the moment. This is the open world flavor of the moment. And then the little ones kind of come along after it. But you just, I don't know. The story does actually become important. Okay. Dungeon Master. I'm excited. I like dungeon crawls. Let's see what's up. Okay. Yes. Yes. Put it on a t-shirt. I'll wear it. Love the gradient. Gradient. I love it. It's one of your favorite games ever, Steve? You won't get much in 5 minutes. I've never played it. I'm really, like, now I want to know a lot more. If I'm getting some recommendations from the chat. Okay, I'll try to get into it. But you're right. I probably have to choose my name, don't I? Oh, it was on Atari. So is this, do y'all know, is this a similar port with better graphics, or is it a new version? Just don't know. Oh, Lord. Okay. Can I even? Oh, goodness. Oh my gosh, cursor. Oh my god. I love it. I love it. This is just, there's like a meme on Twitter right now that's like, you had to be there. And this feels like that. Like point and clicks. I'm like, you had to be there. All right, dead end. I'll back out. Actually, I don't even know. Okay. It's actually, this is really hard for me to track. I'm not gonna lie. Is that a, oh, I can turn. I could be going in a circle, just FYI. Oh, these look like doors. I'm about to die, aren't I? Go in that door. Go in the door. Not, oh, that's probably where I came in. Okay, let me turn around. Okay. No. Ooh. Okay. Forward. Forward. Forward, left. This is actually probably a really good brain exercise. Like when I'm older than now, which already feels old, this is how I want to keep active. People used to draw maps on graph paper. No way. Man, we were so desperate for entertainment. Uh-oh. Let's go right, forward, left. Legend of Grimrock is a modern spiritual successor. Wow. Ooh, that seems different. I found the Hall of Champions. Hell yeah. What is this? This is, I want to rebuild my personal.com and make this my portfolio. This is how I want to display my art. We won. We finished the game. Look at this guy. He's the champion of this dungeon. I can guarantee, you know when you're playing a game and you can tell all the, any images of people are likely depictions of the developers? That's what this feels like. Jesse Body Ventura. I swear to you, if I could program this and make this my portfolio, I would do it in a heartbeat, but oh, you select your party here? No way. See if it'll let me. Oh, Steve. Thank you. This is a big deal. Okay, so my options are to resurrect or reincarnate him. Yeah, if that were my portfolio, it would get me 0 jobs. But someone would think it's funny. And you know what? Worth it. This is interesting. So he looks like a maid. No, he looks like a monk or like a fighter because he has a sword behind him, or like an acrobat. So I can resurrect or reincarnate. Y'all, I kind of thought those were the same thing. No. Oh, wait. Does reincarnate mean you become them? Resurrect or... I don't know. I'm gonna try resurrecting and see what happens. Did anything happen? I don't even know. I think something happened. And... Oh, there we go. Okay. My controls still work. Maybe re-roll. This is Bizarro time. Resurrect. Okay, he's resurrected, and now I have a hand. And I can see it says Yaido up there. I have a samurai sword. This rolls. I don't understand what's happening in some ways. I do understand that I've just resurrected someone and now I have much more command and understanding. But, in some ways, but... Oh, I just ran into a wall. Okay. Y'all were right. You cannot get very far in this game. Though I will say, I'm very intrigued by this game. And because of that, it's gonna get one of these, because I'm gonna actually come back to this game, like, on my own time. And try to figure it out and maybe read something about it. But, like, I don't know. I'm a real sucker for a dungeon RPG, so that was super interesting. The hallways, man. It's like, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've wanted like a primer on like why dungeons were built. Like I want like a kid's book on a guide to dungeons. Like who builds them, why they're built, you know, how to get out of them. Because honestly, I play a lot of these games. I need that primer. Super high impact. This sounds incredibly familiar. Oh, I wish it landed on Super James Pond. A real classic, if y'all know what I'm saying. Super high impact, 1993. The Dungeoneer's Field Guide, totally. I don't know if y'all saw Dungeons and Dragons, Wizard of the Coast, whatever you want to call them. They came out with this line of like kind of more kid-aimed books about like magic and spells and dungeons and all that. And I love the idea. They're really adorable books. They're tiny, beautifully illustrated, but there's still so many questions. And like they have this little tiny book on dungeons. And I'm like, yeah, but like as a kid, I was always like, who made the dungeon? Like, is it a crazy wizard? Like, why would you do that? You know? Whoa. I didn't expect this to be football. I might have used my veto power if I knew. The thing is, I don't hate football. I don't hate sport ball. I just have to say that Team Africa? That's, I mean, Europa? Is that LA? I mean, no shade, but it's, wait, did Oakland have a skull? Team Oakland has a skull. Oh, it's an arcade port. Vegas? And these are cool. These are cool teams. San Fran. Team Africa. That is just amazing that out of everywhere they chose an entire continent. Like Team Asia. Let's see. I like Oakland. This is so weird. Let's play Team Europa. Exhibition. Yes, let's just play Exhibition. The Ottoman is a raider, pillaging just for fun. I had, in a college when I was in art school, I took lithography, which is a form of printmaking on limestone. Look into it. And our teacher was amazing, and he used to play this CD called Sounds of the NFL. He would play it almost every day, and it was literally all the 1950s and 60s commentators over the football music. You can look it up. It's amazing, like incredible. But I'm not gonna lie, hearing that every day is like a weird mental space to be in. I already hate this so much. I hate it so much. I just don't like it. Let's do a sweep, sure. I don't know what that is. The thing is, my clothes came off. The thing is, like, I don't understand. These games like presume you know not just about football, but like I know specific names of plays, which to me is it's asking a lot. I learned a few, but like none of these. Double blast. Run and shoot. Let's look at more plays. Oh, we just straight up punt. Let's just straight up punt. Let's do a zone buster. I don't know what that means. My helmet came off. What was that? Yeah, no, they draw it out, which is really helpful. I do appreciate that, but there's a play called Suicide, which feels problematic, but it's probably good for. Oh, I was supposed to be there. All right, I'm good with that. I hate it. Why? Oh God. I just had to rejigger some things. I got like super fussy over football. Look at this. God. Haircut. Okay. Reset. Judge Dredd. Fine. I'm starting the timer. Madden for SNES literally came in with play diagrams printed out for every team. Yes. Yeah, like, the manuals were helpful if you read them. Judge Dredd, man. Okay. Sure, let's do it. Love it. Level 1, press A. Sure. I like this intro music. There's so many vaporwave bands that wish they could sound like this. Bands? Do you call them bands? I don't know. Therefore, your primary objective is to stop the block war, arrest or sentence all perps. It's so weird. These games all trained us to be cops. Okay. Good luck. Rob Schneider's finest opus? Oh my god. Yes, Narc, I do. Whoa! This is a good crawl. I like this. I'm not saying it's bad to be, a lawful- Oh my god, did you see that? I shot him and he was like guilty and then I murdered him. Cool. I like learning morals. I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting to be lawful. I just don't think everyone is technically in a place to be a lawful gun-holding person. That's all I'll say. Yeah. The controls are tough. They're toughies. Do I? Okay, not a lot of familiarity with Judge Dredd. Why am I kind of green? Is that a thing? God, I feel bad shooting these guys and they're like guilty, and then maybe I'm not supposed to murder them. I don't know. I need instructions on this fabulous game. Oh, it's my gear. Thank you. Okay. Look, I left him. Oh, and then he punched me. So therefore he must die. I don't know. I have a lot of questions. I'm sorry. Oh, thank you, Ken, for the follow. I hope you're enjoying my struggles with morality in Judge Dredd. I have no idea what is happening. Oh, I can go down. Oh, already been here. I do not understand this level design. I'm trying. This seems like... What am I doing here? The titular character, law enforcement officer for, of course, like a LA, right? He's a street judge, empowered to summarily arrest, convict, and it's an execute, y'all. No man should have that much power. In the wise words of Kanye? I really don't know. I feel like someone said that. I don't know why I'm carrying this C1 around. Ugh. really... How do I go in? I'm pressing up, kicking... Oh my god. Can I not go in because I haven't killed all the people of this city? I just don't know. I just... Usually by now, we've had at least one game that I'm like, this, out of all in this session, was fantastic. This is a game I'm gonna revisit. But so far... these games have been stinkers. I'm opening up more seltzer. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Let's stay optimistic, right? Let's stay optimistic. Hopefully, we've been playing an hour. We gotta find something good. No. I am vetoing it. I'm vetoing it. Football is not going well. Great. This is going to be the one. This is going to be the one that turns it all around. Plok. I know all of you love this game. You tell me all the time how much you love Plok. The movies are such kitsch, and the comic books are serious, and this did happen a lot. It just... Can anyone see this? Can everyone see this, or am I dead? Alright, I'm gonna roll back my judgment. I'm gonna harness my... What? Hey, something's wrong. Where's my big square flag? Someone swiped it. What? Where's it gone? No, Dorian, this is a major plot. A major plot. You'll be sorry, whoever you are. This guy is about to wreck shop. Where is it? Creepy Krog? Nope. Brindami Bog? Breezy Beach? Nope. Where else could this flag be? Oh my god. There it is on Cotton Island. There'll be trouble. I'm coming to get ya. And limbs? What? I didn't even see the end of that. This thing, I can't tell if this game is about to be like incredibly murderous. Yeah, this does look very Sega. There was a lot of like kids games that had this vibe. You know, it almost feels like a Taken situation, with Liam Neeson. All right, I can throw a glove. It's a bit Ristar, right? You've taken my flag. I will find you. You know what's like bananas about this? Is like, I'm sure this was not taken seriously back in the day, and not now. But this feels like, in a good way, a game that if someone showed me as a kid, I would have been like, I could make something like that. Like, I would have felt like this is something attainable. That my little crummy drawings in my notebook, like, I could do that. That background art right there is... it's uncomfortable for me in a way that I'm not. It just looks like a skin suit. I don't know, man. I don't know. Why is this happening? Oh! I just like, I'm already having like really super weird COVID dreams. And this just feels like a COVID dream in a way that I'm not prepared to experience in waking life. Come on, man, don't throw stuff at me. Look at that badass drawing of me. I'm like pointing at the screen like you can see me, but that wooden sign is adorable. Yeah, it's not licensed, you're right. Someone drew this, like all of these drawings were made on like, it looks like an MS Paint style program. And so it seems like I was in a computer class in elementary school and we had to program very basic games and we would have felt like this was for us, you know? This has to be European. Oh man. Look at this needle. That's kind of cute. It's like it kind of reminds me of like Yoshi, like Woolly World adjacent. Are these potato people? Okay. My timer has run out and I will definitely stop this soon. Let me get to this flag. Stopping point. I mean, no, the animation is pretty fine. Plok's a side scroll. It's British. You did it. You got it right. These are the kinds of games that I wish I could see, like the game design document. So like, which is basically what you use to pitch your game for funding or whatever. I want to know the pitch. I want to know what sold this in, you know? Honestly, I can't. I'm gonna at least give it 2. I'd probably, if I had a half chicken, I'd give it a 2.5. But I decided not to do halves. I'm gonna be definitive. I'm gonna give it a 2. It really tried. It really did. It does, you're right. It does smell very like Bible game. Nothing will beat that Bible Zelda we played 2 weeks ago. I can't remember the name of it. It's in the game log. It was a real whoa. Oh, Clay Fighter, it was cool when it came out. We've discussed, don't love a fighting game, but Clay Fighter was cool. Like, nothing had looked that cool previously. Interplay was doing it. Yeah, I think it was stop motion. Yeah, Dorian, I think you're right. It looked so cool at the time, and it doesn't anymore. 1993. I can't remember. Was it Super Nintendo that probably Americans would have played it on first? That is terrifying. Oh yeah, Taffy. What a cool dude. This feels like a port. But I guess it's not. Oh my god. We're playing Ichabod Clay. Yeah, I think it was in arcades. It was a pretty popular one. There was this phase of doing claymation games, and they were gorgeous. And it's so weird because like I just remember this so differently in my head. And this Valkyrie lady, she was amazing. You know, I think what made it like super fun too was that it didn't take itself seriously, and every other fighting game at the time did. Like all of them. And it was kind of a nice break to be like, yeah, this is dumb. Let's just have fun with it. You're a pumpkin man playing a Valkyrie lady. Like, that's like really cool. Gotta whip her with my ghost tail. This is such a button masher. Okay, okay. I'm just not so great at this. Yeah. No, the stop motion was crazy. What? Oh, God. What was the stop motion game? There was one that used actual footage. And I can't remember the name of it. God, it was so good. I wish I could remember the name of it. But it was like an FMV game. So they use actual footage of stop motion claymation. It had like Neighbor in the name. I don't know. Maybe y'all remember. The Blob. He's so cute. Neverhood. Yes, that's it. Neverhood. You should definitely look that up. Dorian, if you haven't heard that one. Neverhood is like, just go look at some gameplay. It's beautiful. And like, it doesn't even equate to my mind that it was made in the year it was. Because I can't even imagine anyone today trying to make a claymation game like that. I mean, they would need like $10 million on Kickstarter because no one else would believe in them. So it would be like Cuphead, basically. Levels of, you know, individual support. Oh, they tried to do a new one? Yes! Yes! Oh, it turned into a trophy! That's cute. I will say, though, like, it's really funny to me that, all fighting games, they seed their female characters at the lowest. And I'm like, honestly, if you're a fighter in the game, it doesn't really matter your gender. If you're in this world, you can be whatever. Like, seed them high. Who cares? Seed them middle. Seed them low. Seed them everywhere. Who cares? Surely graphics are good enough nowadays to animate clay. Yeah, I think you're right. I think it's more like, you know, Cuphead, they did hand-drawn animation. They did not have to. So it was more of creating a very legit look, right? And talk about the most brutal game of all time. I can't even handle that game. But wow, is it beautiful. And yeah, they chose to do it by hand. I can't believe I won that one. That's amazing. Yeah, you know, I feel like there are passion projects, right? They're like, they're just these like folks who they come up with these ideas and they're just like, we're going for it. And Cuphead was one of them. And I've watched a lot of games done quick where runners are like doing the craziest runs, and it blows my mind. And they're somehow able to beat all these characters. I played the game several days, couldn't get past like level 2. That's maybe my own problem. You're supposed to have intermissions in your feeds, so I'm doing that even though I know nothing. And so we're gonna unbox this because I'm a 13-year-old child. So we're gonna do this again. We did it last week. AMA, ask me anything. This is it's a toy you get from Target. I'm like Target. I'm even trying to make sure that like my sounds are all mini brands. Yeah, so they're like tiny versions of toys. I have to do this backwards. Target. Yeah. I'll show you. So last week, we didn't get a lot of good stuff last week actually, but we did get this, which is amazing. Tiny crayons. That's amazing. Okay. Some of them are good, some are not. Some are like, you know, whatever. I'm ripping it open. You know, if I'd done this just 8 years ago, I would be a multimillionaire. But I'm not. I live in a studio apartment with one window. It's a good window, though. It's beautiful. It's open right now. I'm fine with it. It's a thing. It is somehow a thing. Do you not know that me doing this is a thing, Dorian? Or that kids make millions of dollars by doing this? Because, boy, I got news for you. Okay, so it's like a ball. It looks like orange segments. And so you take this tab off. This is the most wasteful packaging in the history of time. So you take this off, and then it opens like orange segments. Thank you for cheering on the most insane thing so far in today's stream. All right, and the orange segments, thank you, Extra Future. The orange segments have this little seal. So we take them off like that. Let me see what we got. Oh my God, today, what in the absolute hell is this thing? We got tiny washable markers. Am I huge or are they tiny? That's the real question that I'm gonna let marinate with all of you. Okay, there's 5 segments. Go to segment 2. We got, whoa, this is a stunner. I'm not ready for this one. I don't know if you can see this. Let's see, my camera doesn't focus super well. So that is a Rugrats toy. It's a tiny Angelica from Rugrats. And it is an actual modeled out character. It's like 3-dimensional. This is actually amazing. Is the Rugrats franchise, I didn't know it was still active, but I know that they actually have a movie coming out. Like, how wild is that? I kind of love it. What is wrong with me? Okay. This phenomenon is weird. Look, don't shoot the messenger, Dorian. Okay, let's see what we got. Whoa. Okay. We got something called the Meeposaur. It's a electronic dinosaur toy, or a miniature version of it. And it has a little, it's like he has a wheel for feet. And it looks like if you actually owned one of these, it would be like a robot dinosaur. No, it's like a, what do they call, I always forget the name of the Russian nesting dolls. It is like that, unfortunately. There are toys inside of toys. Dorian, I think, Dorian, I think I might break you. Here is a mystery toy ball inside of my mystery toy. That's what just came out of this one. This is brain breaking. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I'm doing this to you. Last segment. This is what I spend adult money on. Oh, I already have one of these. So, I have one of these. I am a depressing human being. It's a JoJo Siwa cross promotion. It's a bust of JoJo toy. I think she's probably cool. I don't really know much. I'm a little aged out of that group, but there we are. You know? Dupes. I'm gonna sell it. I hope it's a rare one. They come with, typically there's like a list. Wait, is this the list? Yes. So they come with this giant list that tells you like what you got. Is it rare? Is it common? And this is how we encourage each other to consume. I have a lot of comments on this. It's for another channel, probably. I'm sure I'm just gonna like lose viewers by the minute. We're gonna get back to games, but we also got last week. We got a frisbee. It's like vacuum sealed and legit frisbee, and it's tiny. Like, it's kind of adorable. Look, I don't know what's wrong with me either. That's all I'm gonna say. I really don't. We do what we can here. I feel like every day is an adventure. Okay. So, God, a boxing game. Let's do it. Thanks for playing with mine. You're welcome. Dig into it. I actually have been. These were many toy brands. I found out about this through not a damn thing wrong, but it's my brand is specific, and you're either into it or you're not. There's also like a mini brands line, same company, and it's just like food products. And so I have like the tiniest like paprika, and I have like a tiny like it's a McCormick paprika, and then I have like a tiny like a Velveeta shells and cheese. From unboxing to boxing. Oh my god, that's so good. You should trademark that. Okay, let's do it. Oh, you love this game. It's cool drawing. I don't hate the drawing. Expand my window a bit. Here we go. Exhibition. Yes, let's exhibit ourselves. Hagler, Burns, Graziano, Tony. Are these real people? Does anyone know? It sucks so bad. Thank you. I'm excited for this to suck real bad. I'm gonna play Tony. Oh, choose a computer. We're gonna do Robinson, so it's Tony Robinson. You see what I did there? Oh man. Sure, my pie. Yes. All real champs from history. Are you sure? I didn't recognize any of those names, but I only know 2 names from boxing, if that. And I wouldn't even know if they're boxing, to be honest. I'm like, Holyfield? That sounds like boxing, right? Look, I value these graphics. I value how hard they worked on these graphics. I immediately would give anything to stop playing this. I don't know who this is for. I think it's for someone. I think someone loves boxing games. But the bad news is not me. Sugar Ray. I know that name. But like, what if I only knew it because of the remarkable hit band? Who sang many songs that ended up in many teen movies of the aughts. The early aughts. I think I'm hitting this guy. I honestly don't know what's happening. I don't even know if I'm actually controlling this or if I'm in a demo. I mean, I'm just mashing some buttons. You have stamina and throwing just trains it. That is so stupid. So if I use all my stamina, do I just fall apart? Do I just lay on the ground? Come on, man. Also Sugar Ray Leonard, many Sugar Rays. Are you kidding me? There are 2 Sugar Rays in boxing? Yeah, I have to like... Why do I feel like I need to learn about sports? Because like I don't really have to. But I feel like I should. I don't know why. Like, I care a lot about gymnastics. I care a lot about tennis. These are all sports I've played, right? I care a lot about platform diving. Sport I played. But everything else, I'm like, I really don't know what to tell you. You could get really into like... I don't know. How is this still going, by the way? It's like, there's something that feels super... Like, do y'all know that show Forged in Fire? Where it's just like bladesmiths? Like, you could be a person who's just like really into bladesmithing and you know every person who's like a bladesmith. I just feel like you have to pick your lane and just go down that lane and lose your mind. Yeah, sports history is actually amazingly documented. Yeah, it is a low-risk current event. The coworkers. No one knows what a water cooler is anymore, Dorian. Just stop. Just stop it. Just cut it out. Is anything happening? The timer finished. Do I get to do anything? I'm at the Las Vegas Hilton. I miss... Well, there she is. My best friend. I actually miss... The other day I was thinking about how, for the first time, I miss, like, complaining that no one refills the coffee maker at work and doing it myself and, like, begrudgingly doing it. And I kind of, like, miss begrudgingly filling a coffee maker because no one else would. Well, that was a fun game. It's not getting a rating. I have to hit the random button, but the 2 games below this one look awesome. Brainlord and the Brainies. I know the rules here, but those sound really cool. Or terrible. I don't know. Either way. I'm vetoing it. I can't play baseball. I just did boxing. Space Ace was ported to Super Nintendo? Let's see what the port's like. It's gonna be terrible. Oof. I think there could a water cooler for Zoom. Sometimes I think there can be. I've found that if you have a meeting on Zoom and then you're like, say to one person in the meeting, like, hey, could you just stick around for 5 minutes? Everyone else can drop, and then everyone else drops, and then it turns into water cooler talk where you're just like, what the hell is happening? You know, where you just like really get into it. That's been the only way I've simulated like getting weird. I don't think this was supposed to be on Super Nintendo. Does anyone remember? I feel like I had it on Sega CD. Because it was an FMV game. It wasn't this. It was like actual footage, actual animation. This is horrible. This is horrible. Oh my gosh. This is unplayable. This is unplayable. Like, the game, the original game that was on like Laserdisc and stuff was already horribly hard, and this doesn't even make sense. And you're not even getting the value of fantastic animation. Yep, they sure kept those insta-deaths. I can't even go forward. Yeah, is that noise? I can't. I'm not gonna do it. There is, I don't know if y'all saw there's supposed to be a Dragon's Lair movie coming out with Ryan Reynolds as Dirk, which honestly doesn't seem wrong. I'm not like the most massive fan, but Dirk is an idiot, and that does seem about right for Ryan Reynolds. He plays a decent himbo, shall we say. But we'll see. I hope Don Bluth's like world, like all the people involved are getting like a crazy cut of that money or something. Yes, one of the many Ryans. Side pocket. Billiards? Let's find out. I hate billiards games on video game. They are not. It is in no way like playing actual pool. At all. Yep, billiards. Actual pools is, for me, much like watching baseball. I only enjoy it. Look at that logo, though. I only enjoy pool because I'm in a shitty bar drinking an equally terrible beer. And then I love pool. I love it. Just like baseball. Do you think they worked really hard on this woman, and they were like, we captured it. The feminine mystique. Also chain smoking, yeah. We were just talking about like ways you could separate. The millennial generation is like really weird because it's really broad, and old millennials in no way relate to young millennials. If like you're an old cuss millennial like myself, and probably many of you are, and like one way you could divide that up is I was talking to a young millennial at work, and it just like blew her mind that you would go to a bar where people were smoking, like in our lifetimes. And I was like, no, yeah, like I would like come home and have to air out my clothes and wash my hair, even though I wasn't like even smoking. But to me, that's like another way to divide millennials is like you grew up with a smoking section versus not. You grew up with the internet versus not. Yeah, smoking on planes is like a whole other thing. My plane to my hometown had ashtrays in it still, like in the handlebars. And when I was very little, I was like, that seems wrong. Like even I knew. Yeah, I think like, I mean, I think if I'd really, I don't know, yeah, I think I would be like a crazy smoker if we were still smoking in bars. Why not? Why not? This is weird, actually. I've never smoked a tobacco cigarette, but I have dreams about it constantly. And I don't know if anyone is like that, but for me, I think about it all the time. And I have dreams where people ask me to hold their cigarette, and then I just stare at the cigarette, thinking, should I smoke this? I mean, I have this dream like at least once a month. Really weird. Oh, cool hand. Wow, really breaking them up, fellas. Really breaking that, the old triangle. I don't even know how to do this. Yeah, or like movie theaters used to have the like left side would be smoking and the right side of the aisle would be non-smoking, and it's like, what's the point? Which is funny. Can you imagine like going to see a kids movie with your parents and your parents are just like chain smoking through like Snow White or something? Amazing. Here's the thing. This just makes me want to play like Kirby's Dream Course, like something that doesn't make me hate my life so much. This doesn't make sense. Look at that go! Look at that! Look at that! That speed! That velocity! Yo, my brain today is, there's a lot of layers of thought in the old brain. That is a very true statement. It's just like been this weird week, and nothing particularly wrong. I don't know about y'all, but like I'm doing this thing now where I have these days that are totally normal. Everything is fine. And then when I get in bed, I just want to like scream at the top of my lungs. And yeah, I think that's the COVID. That's the COVID pandemic time. I can hit this. Maybe I can hit this? Ow! Ow! Oh, let's try it, and then we'll go to the next game. Dude. It's not for me. I cannot believe we haven't like gotten above 3-floor meat rating today. I'm just so bummed. This might be the one though. Are you ready? This is gonna be the one. Yeah, I think there's like I've explained this weirdness of like if you're on video calls all day with people for work or something, or for friends or family, it's like you're interacting with people all day, but without the benefits of interacting with people, you know? And so at the end of the day, you're just exhausted with no benefits. You know, you didn't get that energy, you didn't get that excitement. Unlike if you played this game, which I think is going to change your life. I did not see the paper on Zoom fatigue. It's interesting, like I get physical Zoom fatigue, so if I don't, I'll open that so that I have that link. If I don't, I have to hide my video, like my own image, because if I look at myself, it stresses me out so much that all of my facial muscles tense up. And so at the end of the day, it's just like migraine city. So like, it is really weird. And like the light in your face and stuff, it's a physical toll I didn't understand or predict would be possible. Did Chester Cheetah steal Prince's bike? In our wildest dreams. You know what's crazy? There are 3 Chester Cheetah games, I think. 3. A lot. Gotta get on that motorcycle. Okay. Okay, so it's like a Sonic vibe. I can run. Yeah, what are brands doing on Twitter? They should be making video games instead. Oh my god, this was pause era. Y'all remember, like, it was, did I just die? And now that's health. So my health is that I eat a pack of Cheetos, which is close to real life, right? So skateboarders kill me. I don't seem to have a weapon. Which is a bit disheartening. Oh, I can jump on people. I just want to say, can y'all see that flower has sunglasses on? This is so good. Okay. This is gonna be our... Is this gonna be our only, like, 4-star rating? No, this is bad. This was pre the invention of spicy Cheetos, probably. Or hot Cheetos. By the way, have y'all ever read the story of the inventor of hot Cheetos and how he was literally a janitor in the company and he came up with the spice mixture and convinced the CEO to listen to him, and now he's a multimillionaire? Because it is a beautiful story and it made me really emotional. Yes, there was a Fido Dido video game. I think I played it. I had a Fido Dido stuffed animal. Just, you know, the 90s were weird. It's just like, isn't it weird that we play really difficult, complicated games and I can't get past 10 seconds of... Like, I think that's kind of sad. I'm not a gamer. I mean, there's so much good about this game. Whoa! How did I just, like, super jump? Millions of dollars were spent in debt for this. I guess so. You know, like, I have no idea. What do you... I would love to know, like... I want an oral history of, like, the Chester Cheetah video games. Like, how much were they spending? Who were they hiring? The farthest I've gotten. Come on! You know, yes, I could pitch a game like that. I mean, an essay like that, but I mean, it would require talking to a lot of people, and I just wonder how forthcoming people would be about their experience making Chester Cheetah Wild Wild Quest. Secret of Mana. I mean, look, classic, but I think we can't get into it because that is a long play game. So I'm going to veto it and go to the next one. Someone do oral histories of shitty games. I mean, yes, because you know I'm gonna veto Jungle Strike too. I'm just nope, nope. Oh, come on. Oh, we have to see what this is like. Um, yes, like was it on Netflix, the series they have on games right now, they have a whole episode on ET on Atari, which is like notoriously the worst game of all time, but to me it's not. It sucks, but like there are so many bad games. And they interviewed the guy who created it, and he talked about the whole process of thinking this was his big break and working with Spielberg. It's great. It's just you think you're on this road to like stardom, and you're just really not. This is not what I'm gonna expect. I'm excited. Y'all have gotten me excited. Oh! Hello, Baggins, my dear people. My dear Bagginses and Boffins, and my dear Tooks and Brandy Books and Grubs and Chubs. Oh, it starts with his birthday, right? You all are enjoying yourselves as much as I am. I shall not keep you long. I have called you all together for the purpose. Tell you, I'm immensely fond of you all. This is following the text. I'm vibing. 11D1 years is too short a time. Save this episode, please, hobbits. Thirdly and finally, I wish to make an announcement. I regret to announce that, though, as I said, it's a short time. This is the end. Oh, it's a big deal. Goodbye. I never played this. Hello, Gandalf. Hello, Frodo. They really compressed this part. It's time to leave the Shire. I want to see the wild country one last time. Sorry. It's also time for me to make a journey of my own, but before I go, Bilbo, you must promise me you leave your ring in the hands of young Frodo. It's important that the ring makes the journey to Rivendell. Yes. It's up to you, Frodo. Long journey to make. Will you be there to help me? I like how I'm complaining like, ugh, let a story, when it's like, dog, Lord of the Rings is several books. Like, chill out. I cannot join you now, but if you cross the river Brandywine, you'll find the town of Bree. Yes, Bree. We know the Bree. You'd be best served to gain the help of some close friends. Are we talking about Aragorn? I think they meet up. They meet up in Bree. Good luck, Frodo Baggins. Guard the ring well. Yeah, something I was reading about and didn't think about because it's not like explicitly in the movies, is that Frodo, when he gets the ring kind of keeps you young looking. And so Frodo gets the ring at a young age and keeps it for so long that by the time he's ready to travel with it, he's actually an old man. Or like an older person, and that's why Sam calls him Mr. Frodo, because it's actually seniority. And I never even thought about that. It is your journey, my young nephew. Yes. Bilbo, what about the ring? I almost forgot to give it to you. He didn't. He just wants to keep it. I know. The hello. Hello. This song's kind of tight. I like it. That was great. It was a prologue. Like, that's really fun. Yeah, I mean, the movies didn't really cover that, of course. But I remember reading the books and reading that time pass, and I was like, And then it really dawned on me when I was reading about that recently. Since this was my life in high school. Dog. Hello, Frodo. Sam was looking for you. I think he's nearby. This is cute as hell. Oh my gosh, look at me. I can, like, carry. And I can thrust. So cute. Have you seen Pippin? Pippin! He said he was going to the creek. Ugh. Love Pippin and Merry. Wheeze! The caves around Hobbiton may have hidden treasure. It said that there may be maybe a power book. It's like I always say, you gotta have a power book. Here's a person. Can you believe this existed? I mean, honestly, yes and no. A dark shadow of a man has been lurking by the bridge to the river Brandywine. Is it Aragorn? That's all I care about. He's looking for a young hobbit, and he means him great harm. Oh, it's not Aragorn. Tombo. Yeah. I did not realize there's even a game for Game Boy. That is amazing. Sam Gamgee. Gaffer sent me to find his lost reading glasses. I can't leave until I find them. This is a side quest I am on board with. I can go with you on your journey. Yeah, I love Tom Bombadil. These characters are a blessing. They're a joy. My timer ran out. Okay. The thing is, I'm just gonna give it... I'm marking this. Oh no! I just ran away. I'm gonna mark this 4. And that's incredibly biased. It's a biased rating because I deeply love Lord of the Rings. But also because I'm gonna come back to this. This is amazing. I could definitely, this is what we're doing today. Please cancel the show. Cancel the show. We're doing this. Don't make it just 5 minutes. Tolkien scrapped the chapter about finding the glasses. That's the first book, is finding the magic glasses. I probably could keep playing this more. This is adorable. You're right. I thought this was going to be a traditional RPG. But it's a little different. It's like more like Zelda. Yeah. Yeah, come at me. Bone pile. I mean, do you get XP for this, or am I just killing wolves? Get it, get it, get it, get it. This is so ridiculous. Okay, I'm gonna come back to that. Okay, that's amazing. Y'all told me it was different than what I expected, and you're right, it was. It says volume 1. Was there a volume 2? I would love to know that there are multiple of those games. Oh, that was so good. Frodo with 7 HP. Baby. Aero the Acro-bat. Okay. $1993. Oh, I remember this guy. This is when everyone wanted to have their own Sonic. There's that logo again. Oh. I remember this cover and I thought, wow, that looks cool. And I don't think I ever rented it from the grocery store. It is a Chin Scratchy adjacent for sure. Ooh, that rosewood font. This is normal. You're like, hey, what if What if a bat, but he works in a circus? I mean, I don't really have, I don't think I have any attacks. Was that food? Wait, can I go in these rings? Will it give me anything? Okay. That scream! I don't know, man. Okay, so I need to build up some... There we go. Wait, can I go in this? Oh my god. This circus music is out of control. It's not feasible, nor should it be happening. Oh! Sure. Okay, we gotta try to get up there. No. Oh, you can't. Okay. Well, oh, you can move it. That's nice. That's a nice thing. I'm gonna be honest. I'm trying to describe this. I feel like this game is working way too hard. You know? Oh my god. Annoy me on the dais. This is correct. Please stop. Please don't. And it's impossible. I don't need the rings. I don't need to jump in the rings. They're just points. Who cares about points? I just want to live. I want to be a bat in the circus. Oh, here's a hot dog. No, those are spikes. I can't go that way. Oh, I can shoot something. I just did, but I don't know how. Cool. I don't know what to say. I think if I listen to that music anymore, I might be... Yes, you're right. The hot dog was floor meat. I need to have like a floor meat sighting button, I think. I mean, I could just use like my singular, but I should have a sighting button. I mean, I'm glad that a hot dog on the floor gave him sustenance, but wow, that was tough. Oh, talk about adjacent. I don't know if I can do Krusty Super Funhouse. I don't know if I can do it. If I remember correctly, this is like a very Lemmings situation, like a Lemmings game. And I don't think I want to do it. I'm going to move on. Yeah, let's do the Addams Family. Sure, why not? I don't remember it on Super Nintendo. 91. I think the sound effect for floor meat would be in Tekken. I think you could get a chicken on the floor and it would go chicken. That's what I want. I feel like Addams Family games are a real shame on me situation because I rented them on every console and every time they were terrible. They were all terrible. And I would think you should stop doing this. But I would just keep doing it. I was like, you know, like, I watched the Addams Family cartoon. It's really bad. I was bummed. Oh, okay. And it should be illegal that you're like, you gave us Oscar Isaac as Gomez and then you animated it? Like, we need Oscar Isaac on the big screen, live action playing Gomez. That would be amazing. And it's terrible. Wait, there's a graveyard over here, right? I hate this. I hate this game. Ugh. This does look a lot like the Krusty game. Oh, I can bounce off of ne'er-do-wells. Just give me more than 2 HP. You know what I mean? Gomez is a man about town. He's been in the game a while. This guy would have several HP. He is, at worst, like a level 10 bard or something. This guy has HP. Like, give him some more points. Yeah, you're probably right. This is probably just copied. Okay, I'm gonna learn. Ah, there we go. There we go. Honestly, I think this is a repeat of the Nintendo game. Remember, where there is a wall, there is a way. Oh my god. I know how to duck now. Oh, I can throw things. I have tennis shoes. Okay, this makes things significantly easier. This is manic. This is manic. You can just like really cruise through this game. I mean, it's fine. I would never recommend this game. Oh, I came out here. What? What? Are you supposed to know what's happening here? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what's happening here. It's the music room. Cool. I mean, can I go to other rooms? Whoa. Uncle Fester came this way earlier with Abigail. Solid question. Who's Abigail? I don't know. Yeah, try me. Try me. Oh no. Oh no. Gang, that game sucked. Moving on to King Arthur's World. I think we have at least, I don't know. I got like a handful of games left in me. It's like, I always think I'm gonna log on and like, I'll just do this for like an hour. And then I somehow end up playing 3 hours. This looks cute and tiny. 1992. I wonder if this is gonna be an RPG. Arthur's search for an army. Okay, I gotta train some archers. Normal stuff. I'm so tiny. Oh wait, okay. My laundry never gets done. Oh no, is this your laundry day and I keep you from this wonderful activity that I know you look forward to? Yes, I can tell this is a mouse game because I cannot affect anything. I can tell I can move to my sword. This ain't happening. Yeah, okay. Not a port that meant to happen. Well, hell yeah. Let's keep going. Going hard on Joseph Campbell. I mean, honestly though, most games in this time, Super Nintendo had a ton of like Joseph Campbell Lord of the Rings games. A lot of Hero's Journey. So I don't remember playing Wario's Woods. Oh, it's one of these games, which I find doesn't really lend itself either to playing 5-minute game. What am I supposed to be doing? Nope. Nope. No. So I'm controlling Toad, for those who are wondering what is happening. And I don't think I know what to do. Oh, I can lift up the whole row. Nope. 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 It's a no. It's a no. It's a veto power. It's a veto power. Oh. The veto power is strong today. Strike Gunner. Come on. Come on. Judge Dredd, we just did you. Okay. Mar's letters, that's gonna be for kids. Yeah, I definitely want to know what the Jetsons is about. Let's do it. This I can get on board with. I'm not saying we play fair here on 5-minute games. We don't always play fair. I think you're right. A veto sound clip would be good. I need like voting, like some sort of voting interface. Invasion of the Planet Pirates. This doesn't look strong. I'm not gonna lie. My hopes aren't high. Invasion of the Planet Pirates. Okay. Man, I mean, I got a vacuum, so we got some Luigi's Mansion vibes. Okay, so it appears I suck things in and then throw them at robot dogs. It just seems kind of sad, if I'm gonna be honest. Oh, floor meat! Well, hover meat, right? Okay. So, the controls, I can't even explain to you how weird they are. It's like, you can use your vacuum to suck things in as well as fly, and it's very hard to figure out. Oh my gosh, it's suction cups. Okay. This is insane. This is a very bizarre game. This is one of the weirdest games. Ooh, I mean, I don't even know that I could get... I don't even know that I can get past this one section. Oh my god, this is terrible. I mean, no, it's an interesting mechanic. Like, I don't hate the idea. Come on, I avoided that dog. Ooh. Floaty hamburger. Okay. Okay. Let's see if I can do this. Ah! So you can stick to the sides. Ah! Honestly, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry to all watching. The most stupid, ridiculous, inane thing. This is just not working for me. I understand how I should be able to suction cup over to the left, but I can't. Oh my god! I had it. Man. This makes me question my life. This makes me question my life and who I am. Ugh! And who I am as a person. And what I'm doing with my Saturdays. This is the roughest part of streaming. You're so right. I mean, it's like... I feel like I'm doing all the right things, gang. All the right things. Oh! Oh! I had it! Tonight, I will get in bed, and when I do my customary COVID-era screaming as I climb between the sheets of my bed, I will think, if only I had been able to get George Jetson up on that secondary platform. I know, it's what we're doing, and this is why I'm sorry. I feel like I'm about to have to pay people like to watch this channel. All right, Prince of Persia. I'm not gonna lie, this has been a rough Saturday. Usually we get at least one reprieve of like a game that we're like, you know what? What a surprise sleeper hit. Right now, it's a big no. Jordan Mechner. Yeah, Dorian, I mean, it's like, in some ways they're like, the options were limited. And it's interesting to see what people do with limited options. This is feeling a bit Aladdin adjacent. And I don't mean that because of the Middle Eastern references. I mean because the start screen was the exact same design. Oh. Princess and Sultan stare at him. Ooh. Why do you look at me so strangely? Oh my god. Oh, yeah, Steve, you're totally right. I mean, it's so weird to feel like it hasn't... Like, we often feel like game design is like the same thing over and over. But when you look at what you're playing today versus what you were playing 30 years ago, it's crazy different. 91. 2001. Ooh, we're not gonna observe. We're not gonna observe that 91 was that far long ago. Okay. Oh! I was hanging. Okay. I'm just... Am I just gonna keep running from the same bro? Oh my god. They're gonna force me to fight this guy by falling. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I've been like trying with the graphics. Every week I read and learn new things. I really, like, it feels like a full-time job. I'm not really sure how people manage to find time to do all this. And I don't really know what I'm doing in some ways, but I'm having fun. Yeah! Oh no. Did I die? Why is it starting me over at the same screen? This is what I'm most concerned about. Get it! Oh no! I think that was death? Yes, that was death. Hey, thanks. I'm trying to find... Why am I, like, just shivving? Like, what's happening? Is this game broken? Yeah, I'm trying to figure out... I'm not, like... this noon Saturday time slot feels good, and I enjoy doing this. But like there's all these like things you're like quote unquote supposed to do if you're a streamer, and you're supposed to stream all these times and blah blah blah. And I just like I'm not that kind of person. And like after I play this, after today, I'll probably start playing other games that I'm just playing in my everyday life. Baldur's Gate 3, whatever. And like I could stream all that, I guess, but I'm like, I don't know. No, I'm just like sometimes I'm like, I don't know. I'll stream when it feels appropriate, for sure. I don't know why I'm like starting over constantly. And I think I have to make this jump. I'm gonna be honest, Prince of Persia games were revolutionary in terms of mechanics, but in terms of understanding what the hell to do, they were hard. I'm jelly of my ancillary content. Dorian, enlighten me. What is my ancillary content? Borders and logos and floor meat? I guess you are right. Floor meat though has been like a thing. I actually gave at my place of work, I gave an entire like talk on the history of floor meat, and it was amazing. And I'm and I have the whole like presentation deck. And I don't know, maybe I should like give the presentation on Twitch sometime, but it's like a whole history of floor meat and like GIFs, like all the games floor meat has appeared in. And I just like present it to my coworkers, and I was just like, yeah, this is gonna be weird. I'm gonna become known as this person. And it's true. That was like 2 years ago, and people are still looking at me and they're like, floor meat. And it's like people don't even understand it. And they're like, I don't know what that was about, but it was funny. And I'm like, cool. I'm your coworker who did that thing. You know? I've never presented floor meat at a proper conference. I cannot imagine the conference at which that would be an accepted presentation. But if you know one, I would be happy to do it. I have analytics. Have pie charts on the types of sustenance, the formats of sustenance in video games. Fruit, heart containers, floor meat. There's a lot there. There's a lot of history, y'all. Submit to PAX or GDC. I have a 5-minute version of it, so it could be like a good interstitial for like other things. But yeah, it's really fun. There's so many games of floor meat. Actually, even E.T. on Atari has floor meat. It's a floor burger, like a floor burger. But sometime I can show some slides of it on one of these days, these Saturdays. You can get a feel for the floor meat presentation. I didn't know they do micro talks for GDC. I should definitely look into that. I really respect that group. They're awesome. RoboCop. I've had too much lawful good cops today. Air Cavalry is going to be the same thing. Super Play Football is the same thing. Do you see me feeling like frustrated at my randomizer? I'm really sorry if y'all love sports. I really am. Thank you for sticking in no matter what, but all right, we'll play Fatal Fury. Whatever. Yeah. GDC it does seem pretty cool. I've not gotten to it. This hand-drawn, quote-unquote hand-drawn 8-bit font is yeah, Dorian. I wonder if the Wayne's World game, I never played the Wayne's World game. I wonder if it's only through deadly combat can you be crowned the king of the fighters. Is Fatal Fury... Alright, let's just get into it, because I feel like I remember these characters. Was there a squirrel in Fatal Fury? Or if I'm thinking of something else, aren't I? There was like a squirrel game though with Fury in the title, right? This is bad. Oh my god, this is so bad. Fury? Fatal. This is the American fighter. Obviously, he's in jeans and a tank top. Okay. Howard Arena. Pow Pow Cafe. I'm gonna go Subway. Oh no. Welcome to the chat. Thank you for the heads up on geese. Waiting. Ugh. It's such a Street Fighter rip. It's fine. I just like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? That restaurant sign in the background is cool. There's a lot of people who've done really great work on like researching the backgrounds in fighting games. Yeah, I know, Duck Duck King's an incredible character name. And his tongue is purple, so that's lore. Oh, it's evening here at the Subway. How are you knocking my health meter down to the point of no return? This is unbelievable. Like, a one hit was a quarter of my health. Balance your games, folks. Ugh. I fought all morning. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. No. This has been, I'm so stunned. Super Nintendo, I thought would offer up more bangers, but it hasn't. What is Revolution X? Is it gonna be any good? Am I gonna be sad? Please help me. Please help me find good games on the Super Nintendo, because right now, a system that is, to me, beloved is seeming not great. Oh no, the Aerosmith game? I don't even know what to say. I do not know what to say. I went to Disney World like a month before we found out COVID was going to make our lives a weird purgatory. And I went on the Rock and Roller Coaster, which was Aerosmith branded, and I couldn't get over how dated it was. Like, and I was like, do kids even know who Aerosmith is anymore? Because they aren't even like, I could even imagine kids knowing Led Zeppelin before Aerosmith. Like, just, I don't even, do they know?
Wake up! The revolution
We do,
has begun.
but like,
Generation X is in effect.
oh my god, this is gonna be tough for me, isn't it? Because I'm playing with a controller. What is that? Why did Aerosmith make a shooter? Is it just because they lent the music? Okay, I got the ammo button. So Aerosmith is just like, sure, make a shooter, you can have our music? Is this what's really happening? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? This is not even clear what's happening. It's not even clear if I'm getting hurt by being shot. It's nothing. Why? Why? I mean, this... And they even have to, like, you have to compress the music to an inch of its life back then. What? Yeah, I mean, like, I can imagine if you were, like, in a, like, one of those cabinet booths where you had to, like, where the sound was pretty encapsulated in your space. It could be fun, right? Like, that could be fun. Please help. Please help. There are CDs. There are CDs on the ground. Put them in my Q drive. I gotta burn a CD of Aerosmith. I don't even know. Did I suffer damage? I don't even know. Nothing. Nothing. Oh, cool. I can change this song. What is happening? What is happening? Oh, I died. How would I know? I can't tell that I've been hit. I cannot tell that I've been hit. I mean, this is crazy. Oh my god. I'm in a club with a lady dancing, which, like, it looks like a lava lamp. There are ladies dancing in lava lamps. That's fair. I'm gonna not hit the innocents this time. This is so bizarre. I don't even know what to say. Oh no. Oh no. I don't want to hit the dancers. They're just making a living. And then these idiots come in. So would this game have been played with like a did it have like a hardware gun? Do y'all know if it had like an actual gun that you held in the arcade? Yeah, it did. Okay. I don't remember this one. I just really don't. Arcade did not spend the money on this one. Super scope at home. Got it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Aerosmith on stage. Wow. I cannot believe this day. I cannot believe it. I keep trying. I always try to find like a great one to end on. I'm like, I want to go out on that high note, but they keep being terrible. They keep being super bad. The truck stops where I grew up at. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine? That was like, you're a trucker and you've been driving for hours and then you stop and then you just really put some quarters in for an Aerosmith shooter. It's common for movie projects to start with a generic script. Yeah. Yeah, I could see that. A lot of games start very generic and get slapped on with a label of a franchise name. Or the other way around. They think they're gonna get the franchise label and then they don't get it. Like, what was I saying last week? Journey to Silius? Is that it? It was intended to be I believe I want to say a Predator game? Predator or Terminator. And they couldn't get the license, so they just released it anyway. It's a pretty decent game. Journey to Silius, yeah. Yeah, I feel like stakes are higher to make a game these days, right? Let's do it. Yeah. We talked about it. Yeah, I just like Journey to Silius. I had no idea it was meant to be a movie tie-in, and they just couldn't secure it. Okay, it seems like a special button that I should probably stop pressing. Cool, overhead shooters. As always. What is it? Like, does anyone have, like, a list of what makes a good overhead shooter? Because I feel like they're incredibly, like, fine. But I don't know what makes a good one, because they all feel the same to me. Is it like, oh, my thumbs don't get tired? I honestly don't know. Like, what's the metric here? Ah! Sure. Can you imagine if this was real life? This is like how they tried to sell like the Air Force to kids at a time. Is that real talk? Sorry. Ow! Out of my vision! For not understanding this game, I've lived longer than I thought, so that's a thing. No! The words come out of your mouth, and they become your curse. Yeah, Raiden, yeah. It does look a bit like Gundam. I just don't... I don't know, I wonder... I don't play many mobile games. I know, like, some people claim mobile games are the future, etc., etc. But I feel like this could be a good mobile format. But I would not know. I'm just gonna hold down that shooter button. Maybe... Look at it. Yeah! Try me! That's what I'm saying. You just spray gunfire. If it's unlimited, spray it. Like, come on now. I don't have to wait around. I like this game now. I'm just gonna mow down. This is gonna help me expend anger and frustration. Yeah. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. No! Oh god. There's no goal to this game! There's no goal! Ugh. I don't know, I think we've done great. I think we've done great. Vic Takai, they wanted that name to be present in your mind's eye. Who's Vic Takai? Does anyone know? Is that a character in the story? Is it a game designer? I don't know. I really don't know. All right. Whoa! Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park. The first movie. It either came out in 93 or 95. Is that correct? Remember, if it's 95, this would be a late stage game in Nintendo. Vic Takai is a game publisher. They really wanted his name up there. That was really weird, right? It's really weird. Like, how weird is it when you die, the publisher's name is like, this is the last thing you see. Day has been heavy, man. Just thought it would be a little bit... I don't know. I thought we'd find some hits. This is like going through the bargain bin, you know what I mean? Biosyn Corp HQ USA. Oh my god!
InGen must be eliminated. I will have control of Jurassic Park. As we speak, my men are on their way.
That...
Have your scientists ready to go immediately.
Oh my god, these drawings are working so hard. Yes, they did, Aaron, they really did. Oh, yeah. Off-brand is sometimes the joy of our lives. Okay, sorry, I couldn't handle that. I could not handle a velociraptor, like... That rules so much. I don't know why that just like... Oh, okay. I can select missions. I can do a raptor attack. A TX Carnage, Blockade, Hide, Terra. You can destroy, protect the Gammas. Okay. Raptors are attacking your headquarters. Unfortunately, due to the large raptor population in the destroying area in the building, destroying them individually would take a long time. Gassing them is the only realistic solution. Find the building's security system, activate the gas, and then get out. We're literally gassing an entire species that is, it's an anomaly that we even got them to exist again. This is insane. This is insane. Oh my god, is this Annihilation? I haven't seen that movie, I just wanted to say that. No! No! I mean, this could be translated, but either way, it's not the translation. Okay, I think I need to... Okay. It's not the translation. Oh, look at that gun animation, everyone. Look at that. They did good. It's not the translation. It's the entire premise of the fact that I have to murder an endangered species. And it's like not even just endangered. Dude. It's not that it's just endangered. It's like, this is like, I mean, a true miracle of human study. Look, the animation is great. Is this Bruce Campbell too? Like, yeah, they went extinct once. It's, yeah, you're right. It's not even just endangered there. It's an extinct species. Yeah, I mean, I think, like, now that I know that you just have to spray down dinosaurs, that's cool. Cool. Oh, you can shoot downward. So I bet I need to shoot this buddy boy. Ah! Now I'm just thirsting for dinosaur blood. I'm in the tank, y'all. In the tank for dinosaur blood. Yeah. This is wild. Utterly wild. Wait, am I missing something? Can I go somewhere else? Because I can't go to the right. What do y'all think? Did I miss like a... God, they repeat! Can you go down? Nope. Alright, well the 5-minute timer's up anyways. I can't... I developed a rating system. I'm waiting to hit this 5 button. I want to hit 5. I have not all day today found a single game that I could rate 5 out of 5. And I've played a lot of games. Need to grade on the curve today. God, that's rough. We're not doing Final Fantasy. We've established that. Mickey's Ultimate Challenge. Come on. Fine. Maybe Mickey save us. High-tech impressions. Yes. Yes, Dorian. That is true. Mickey's Ultimate Challenge. Ugh. I mean... Oh, how cute. You can play either. That's nice. Cake. Okay. Okay, that warms my heart. Cake is easy. We're gonna go medium. Uh-oh. Minnie, don't do it. Don't fall asleep. Don't fall asleep dreaming of these places, because you're about to have to go fight in them. This is your mistake. It's the original sin, Minnie. The original sin. I will blink twice when I need it. When I need someone to call the cops. Excuse me, sir, but would you please tell me where we are? The Kingdom of Beanwick, of course. Oh my, what is that? New in the Kingdom, eh? That was another bloomin' earthquake. We just keep having them. Avenim. You all must be pretty shaken. Sure, it's easy to joke, but nobody can figure out how to stop him. He's Cockney. It's cute. I suppose we're doomed. Minnie's gonna save the day. Maybe I can help. YouTube. That's mighty noble of you. We'd be so grateful if you could put a stop to this blinkin' rumbling. He's just a salt-to-the-earth guard. Can I go in that door? I will say this is the least stressed I have felt in a game so far. So you're trying to discover what is causing these rumblings. Yes. Is that Goofy? Is Goofy... Wouldn't that be fun if Goofy was like a level 14 mage? Well, then sort the magical books by using your ABCs. We'll give you something. You can use to solve this mystery. I'm gonna sort them. Jump from book to book, but try not to touch the ground. Alright, gang, this is it. This is finally a challenge for me. This is how— oh no! This is how you make information architecture. I don't understand. Dude, how do I do this? Wait, so I have to find the A. Is that what this is telling me? This could take me hours, right? Am I wrong here? Like, this is torture. Please be a librarian for me. I don't even understand. Go to the top. This is terrible. If I rented this game from the grocery store— oh wait, I have KLN. Oh, no, I have nothing. If I rented this from the grocery store, I would have been so pissed. He's a good one, right? So mad. So mad. Why? Why? And you know what's crazy is like, these games were created for younger audiences, right? To try to indoctrinate young children into video games and to make it seem like it's okay that they're playing video games. And really, it was my like 13-year-old ass who rented these games. I was like, well, I really like cartoons, so this will be fine. But this is for babies. Return to the grocery store, man. Please, grocery store man, fix this for me. Wait, what should be another stream deck button? Please tell me. All right, we're still trying to find the one to end this incredibly silly— damn, I mean, I still can't believe how many stinkers we've had. Mega Man's not gonna do it. I know what you're thinking. Mega Man could do it. It could be the one to end on, but Mega Man will make us all depressed. I was afraid to watch, let alone play. Right. I mean, it doesn't even make sense. Bobby's World is interesting. Oops. Let's try Bobby's World, sure. Yes, save us RNG. I mean, I can't get up for more coffee. True misery. Based on character. I wonder if Howie Mandel, I wonder how much he got paid for this. Dorian, don't you say it. Be optimistic for me. I hated this cartoon when it was on. I had friends who were like, it's so funny. I was like, no, it's not. You did, Aaron. You did. Here's the thing, though. Like, the problem is, this is a 5-minute show, so X-Men requires long play. And so I often pass over games that are fantastic because I know they require long play. Whereas garbage games, the whole point is you should only play them for 5 minutes. Use Weebly as shield, press A. You know what? I extremely value directions. Extremely value them. I can throw something that looks like a glowing orb. I just killed a thing. We're doing great. There's candy. Those are not caves. I thought maybe I could go in them. I got a star. Where am I? Was this a thing in Bobby's World? Did he go to like imaginary worlds, right? And I just don't know because I thought it was a stupid cartoon. What a jerk. Oh, so those are supposed to look like cookies that I want to eat. Yeah, the mom was very like Joan Cusack, wasn't she? What is that? Can I just jump on? Don't shoot me, I just got here. Wow. Hostile environment. Wow. Ugh. Man, I had hopes. I had high hopes for this game. I shouldn't have. Don't shoot me! So far, a lot of the same villains. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I wonder, actually, it's a good question who played his mother in the series. Because it was, like, a very characteristic voice. This is cool. I love playing this game. Love it. Love playing this game. Why do I do this? Why am I doing this on my Saturdays? Like, this is literally my one free day to, like, be alive. To just forget how stupid the week was. And I'm like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna play Bobby's World Super Nintendo in public. In public. Oh, I can duck. That's good to know. What a sweet soundtrack. You know? Really sad that Daft Punk retired. I don't know what I'm saying. Yo, Mathis. Oh, a Saturday Night Live cast member. Wait, imagine if Bobby's World was your Wikipedia page, or imagine if Chappell Ellison's Wikipedia page was playing Bobby's World, because I could take that either way. And it's all sad. It's all sad. And it makes me sad. Her Wikipedia page, she was a member of SNL when everyone hated it. You know, I was thinking about that actually. Yeah, so was Eddie Murphy. I was thinking about it, and it's like, first of all, most people are like, SNL used to be funnier back in the day. I'm like, well, you never watched SNL. Like, if you ever watched SNL, you would know that it has never been funny. It is funny for 30 seconds of brilliance once a year. Like, and so to be like, to act like it was ever funny is wild to me, because it wasn't. It's just like they have moments where they hit it out of the park and then they don't. And then like when people say, I've heard a lot of people say SNL was funnier when everyone was on drugs, and I'm like, do you hear yourself? Like, you're basically being like, SNL is funnier when everyone had substance abuse issues, and I'm like, look, I think that we could have a comedy show that's funny without everyone being on like cocaine or alcohol or whatever. It's just like really weird. And so like it's so funny when people are like, there's like a phase where it wasn't funny, and I'm like, it's never been funny. It has never been funny. You have to find brilliance in this weird 1 week show every now and then. About it. Ooh. Here's what I want to tell you. I'm gonna kick it up. Maybe this is the way to end this show today. This is, bar none, it could be my favorite Super Nintendo game. I don't know where to even start with how much this game butters my toast. I love this game. I love it more than the first one. I'm a sequel gal. It's a hot take. I understand that. I love this game more than most games. I know the first one is fantastic. Don't get me wrong. This is a problem I have. I also think that things like I love Ghostbusters 2 more than the original. Most people will not talk to me after I tell them that, and that's okay. That's okay. I love a sequel with energy. I love the vibe. And I love this game deeply. I know, it's weird. Like, I feel like 2 is the best one. But I don't know, a lot of people like act like it's sacrilege to say that. And to be honest, the third one nails the mechanics. Utterly nails them. In a way that I didn't think they would even be able to expand upon. Like, third one is the most playable, but this is my nostalgia fave. You know, like, this is the one. And I don't know, everything they did this game, they just got it. Rare was like on, I'm like dying so much. Rare was just on it when they made this game. And I could play this for hours. I know every secret. I know this is one of those games. Kiddy Kong, he sucked. But I will say, and how I will defend Kiddy Kong, is that he at least had functionality, whereas Diddy does not really. He has a cartwheel, and that's nice, but like it's not much of a functionality. At least Kiddy Kong had strength, and so when you threw him at an object, he could explode it, and that was the one thing missing from Diddy. If Diddy got really good functionality, I would claim this I would always claim this is the best. I still kind of do, but 90s hip hop. It's like, yeah, I like totally go into a trance of this game. I'm like, it's the best. We're like, shitty calling me, am I right, folks? Yeah, this is one of those games where if you played it with a friend, like a best friend growing up, if you went like to their house and they had it or whatever, I was always like, I was and am a total pacifist, so I would always let my friend play like the better character, and I always let my friend play Dixie, and you know the flying ability is just clutch, and you know like I'm a good friend. I'm gonna let you play. I'm gonna let you play the cool one, you know. So I always grew up playing Diddy, so I know how to play him really well. I don't like playing him. The cartwheel roll is cool. Nowhere near as cool as the hover. That's what I had to give Diddy a little gun in Smash Bros. I think you're right. Like, it's just really interesting. They didn't even think of like a singular mechanic for him, and they could have. I don't know what it would have been. Oh, but God, there's just so many ways you could have played with it. Oh, there's not. I still think like the graphics of this game are still just stellar, utterly stellar. Happy Kong. Oh, please make me a Donkey Kong. I think I said this. It was a stream a long time ago, but I remember this was so wild. I want to say it was Nintendo Power Magazine. There was a competition. They put out a competition, of course, unpaid, for you to come up with what you think should be the new secondary character on Donkey Kong 3. So they said Dixie's going to be in it, the main character, but then should our next character be? Oh, shit. And I remember you could send in a drawing, right? And send in your idea, and it could be chosen. You would get some credit, but of course, no money. And my brother, who is a fantastic artist, sent in a drawing of a overgrown, like, you know, kind of gorilla-looking baby. And it looked exactly like Kiddy Kong, and he sent it into Nintendo Power, and I wish I would give anything to still have those drawings today to prove that my brother drew that character. And perhaps they already had the idea in mind. I really don't know. You know, but he drew this, it was so similar. It was like a baby, and thank you for the cheer, Extra Future. It's really dedicated to my brother. He just amazing artist, and drew totally like an overgrown monkey in like a baby onesie. I remember that drawing, and if I had a cell phone, I would still have a picture of it somewhere on a hard drive. But we didn't have cell phones. If you did, you were a drug dealer. Just kidding. You could have a phone. 1995 though, that was... You more like had a pager. It's so hard to not do all the bonus levels. I could never do a speedrun of this game. Like, I'm just like, nope, I must be 100% completionist in terms of all the bonus runs. That's me. Yeah, I'm not saying I think my brother totally invented totally invented the baby Kong, but who knows? That would be very wild. I have a feeling Nintendo already knew what they wanted to do, and they just issued the competition as like a way to generate interest. Nintendo's pretty locked down of proprietary natures and such, and so like I would think they already knew. They knew exactly the story they wanted. You gotta do it. You gotta get in there. You gotta get the bonus level. Just don't even know, like, I'm this way of Super Mario World. Look, I think that's also excellent. I love Super Mario World so much, and I'm pretty good at it, but I've seen people who I'm like, ooh, you know this game back and forth. It's just such a beautiful game. I just love everything about it. I think it's interconnected so beautifully. All the bonus worlds and everything. Did I play Tropical Freeze? I did. I really loved it. I thought it was just like such a beautiful build on this world. I really did. I game developers should be super proud of themselves because it just, I think it really sealed the deal on just this franchise in a really just respectful way. It was like 3D, but not at all. Had so much fun playing it, and all the like extra characters, the like Elder Kong. It was so fun. Yeah, Aaron, like Nintendo games never go on sale. They never do. And they know that. That's how they break you. It's just, it's like, maybe y'all can explain it to me. I think I'm actually pretty stunned with how crummy the Nintendo store has gotten in terms of quality of games. Like it's like reached like kind of where they were headed on Super Nintendo in levels of third-party partners. Just like a lot of the games, I'm like, y'all just don't even care what's in your store, do you? Right? Like, you just don't care. And the games, the quality's so not great. And those will all go on sale, right? But Nintendo games, they're all $60 minimum. It's just, I don't know. I'm really stunned with how closed Nintendo is as a company, much like Apple. I get it, but they keep it closed, and then they let in these god-awful third-party games into their store, and I'm like, why would you dilute your brand this way if you're this like protective? I don't know. Interesting to me. But you know what? I ain't a business degree holder. I don't know what's going on. Those are some 3DS. I never had a 3DS, but I would absolutely believe that. Because the fact is, they're treating the Switch like a handheld and not a console. Get it? So, as that is the case, they're just gonna like throw games on there. I don't get it. I would be a little more thoughtful. Because it all reflects back on them. And I've played a ton of really crummy games on Switch, and I'm just like, why would y'all let this on your platform? Yeah, kids do have more patience. And like, whatever, a $5 game, you know, like, whatever, you'll try it, and if it sucks, you don't care. They're like a little kid's like parents' credit card is probably in there, and they're like, Mom, it's only $5, and their mom's like, okay, and they just buy it. You know, whereas, I don't know, I feel like throwing down $60, of course, is a lot more of a commitment. I did it! I got it! The free life! I mean, yeah, I'm not running strategy for Nintendo. Nintendo seal of quality, you are sure as heck right. I mean, it's pretty stunning how, yeah, how, look, it's a double-edged sword. It's fantastic that we have more ways to make video games for people who've never made games before. You know, like entry-level game engines. It's so great. But the side effect is that you have a lot of games that are barely playable in a Nintendo store. Like, y'all should know better. I feel like there's a secret up here. So backwards. Oh. Wait, what's happening? Here's everything with no filter now. Yeah, I know. Oh, this is like a secret to just jump past everything. Fine. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I just find everyone's that way. Xbox is worse. Everyone's that way. Like, browsing through a store just feels like a minefield of garbage. Like I feel like I recently got a gaming PC, and so I'm learning what Steam is all about. So Steam has been, I think for me, it's been a lot more thoughtful way to build up games I'm interested in and getting better recommendations and et cetera, et cetera. But it's wild to me that like the Nintendo store doesn't even have recommendations. Like, hey, you bought these 3 games, you might like this one that is not garbage. Instead, I'm just left to find all this garbage, right? When's your dog platformer going up for sale? It's I think it needs a lot of user testing. I think we're gonna have to really get in the groove, get some like at least a handful of people to really decide if you know, this is something the market wants and needs. I'm doing it all for like there's a degree it's not a degree, it's a certification program out of FIT that is it's for gaming and esports. It could be a total charlatan territory. I really don't know. However, I started taking it. It's been incredibly helpful so far. And it's just a certification to help you understand more about how games are made, how they're marketed, how they're sold. And so far, I've learned a ton. And one of the things it challenged me to do was to make a game, and I did. So like, I can't help but think that's kind of amazing, and it gave me an excuse to explore that. And I'm learning a lot about like, I don't know, some pretty basic things, some terminology. I don't think that anyone's ever gonna hire me in the game world, but if they did, of course they would obviously instantly become a millionaire because you hired all this. But I think also like, I don't know. I think there's a lot of, I think the games field is going to grow an insane amount, and you never know. You never know what kind of folks would be important to add to the process, so I just want to learn about it. Mosquitoes! Giant mosquitoes! Man, we've been like, here's the thing, you're just straight killing it with the Donkey Kong. So okay, it has been, I would say, why do I think no one would hire me in games, Dorian? It's really not that. It's translating your skills between industries is really difficult. And I know that I could be really useful in making a game, but it doesn't mean that when it comes to hiring and who they're looking for, my skills make sense. I know that, like, you know, what is a career? A miserable pile of secrets. It's true. Like, as a living, I'm a content strategist. So for me all day, I'm just moving information around, right? So if you wanted to hire me, say for Breath of the Wild, to organize what ingredients cook together to make certain recipes and what weapons break at certain times and what are the implications of those weapons breaking, those are all things I can organize and would create incredible amounts of data for and be able to hand to game developers so they don't have to worry about it. But that doesn't mean that that's how the process works today. So, you know, that's all I say about like me transferring over to the games world is not exactly maybe the most probable thing. It just means that like it's a little bit different. It's a little bit different of a path, a little harder. Either way, it's good to learn things. It's good to know in case you want to like jump over and see what's going on or help an indie dev work on something. And you know, it's all logic. It's all working out paths. I've seen so many, like, I saw this woman who is the head writer for all the Divinity games for Larian Studios. She did this presentation on how she writes dialogue and all the like multiple choices and how they branch off into like other end states. And I was just like, this is incredible. It's just so cool. Everyone's flying by the seat of their pants and finding new ways to approach this kind of stuff in every game. I'm sure like Halo has it down to what they think is right, but every game's different. Yeah, a lot of game designers do stumble into it. It is true. Yeah. No, I think about it a lot. I think there are just so many approaches and so many ways that we can all learn from each other. And it's just interesting because information science could be so important in game design. It's just we don't recognize each other because we don't quite have the same labels, but we are absolutely get it. Like all the devs I have worked with, when they see what I do, they're like over the moon about it because they're like, wow, this is so helpful and this would make our lives easier. It's just we don't speak the same language initially. And then we get it, and when we get it, it's like, oh, we can do some great things. Did you see the hypermedia graph thingamajig the Black Mirror team made for the one-off? I did not. The Black Mirror is another example of branching dialogue, which is just like a super cool thing to track in some sort of, yeah. I just think like there are so many. Game design is so young, and is only just figuring out what it needs to function. And I still think we're in a mode where game developers are shouldering the burden of so much work because this has just been the way, but it doesn't have to be. And so like companies that are starting to get narrative designers or, strategists who can maintain your system, help you maintain your magic system or your combat system, like it's so life-changing for everyone involved because the devs are overworked and burning out, yeah, the Bandersnatch thing was called branch manager. Yeah, everyone's like building a lot of their own tools, right? This is what's crazy. So many people are building their own tools on their projects, and then we have no idea, and we're not sharing these things. And so we are reinventing the wheel on our projects over and over. It is bananas. Do you think about the amount of times we have reinvented the same process over and over? When, if there was some way we could have just shared it with each other or known about each other, it's wild. And like the Bandersnatch folks need, they probably had to dig into the video game culture in a way they never had. Really difficult. I do content, and in my career, it's been completely different every company, regardless of if they do games or apps. Exactly. Like, this is why, like, I joke about every time someone releases a book on how to do content strategy, I'm like, cool, there's a book. Because the fact is, I have never had one solution that works for all of my clients. Every time I meet with a client, it's like, I'm making you something custom. Because you have specific needs. And though I have a lot of informed ways of doing this, it takes a village. And we have to like create this whole thing together and make sure it works for you. So like every time everyone asks me, what are books you can recommend on content strategy? And I'm like, oh man, I don't even know. I don't even know where to start. I don't even know. I think it's totally sensible to make your own tools, but keeping it secret is, yeah. I mean, developers are more likely to put their tools public, right? Whereas perhaps, other folks who aren't as in the development world will hold it a little closer. I've known more developers who are in that open source mindset, who are more old school. It's a mentality that I worry is dying a bit because we're in quote unquote hustle culture / capitalism. And sharing your tools and the way you do things, it's a gift for the world, but because we just take it for granted, I think. when people just post a thing on GitHub and they're like, look what I made, you can have this. And we're like, nice, but really? It's really nice. I should do a stream on the content inventory automation thing I did. You should. I mean, like, if you want to share this stuff, you should. I think it's really cool to share ways you're trying to make it easier to move information and to share information. Because honestly, that's the future. I mean, for so many of us, is trying to figure out ways to preserve and share information in more understandable ways. This is turned into like content strategy hour. So interesting. And they can't claim it as a competitive advantage or use it as good. Yeah, I mean, it's true. If you don't keep your secrets safe, then you can't market it later. That is true. But still, like, I know so many folks who create these amazing things. They never share them and they never sell them. And then it's like, wait a minute, we're all just creating ways to share information. And then we don't have, it's just like dying on the vine. Like there's no means of even sharing it with people who could really benefit from it. And I think it's just really hard to understand the best way to do it. And especially without it feeling like such a burden. Because like every day I'm discovering new ways to do things and in my job, and sharing all those methods is a burden for me. Like, I don't know, maybe I can start a content strategy hour on Twitch. I can be like, here's what I learned this week, gang. You know, I think bosses are just disinclined to give stuff away. Yeah, I agree. You know, we do occasionally at work. I work really closely with our SEO team, and they look at all this sea witch hair. Oh my god. I work really close with their SEO team, and they've created these like incredible dashboards for clients that like they make from scratch of reading out all this amazing data, but then like we can't do anything about it because our client technically owns it, and then we can't share it, and it's just so frustrating because I'm like, ugh, we created these ways to analyze data and we can do nothing about it, you know? When I made the internal tools that go away too. Yeah. A lot of friends who make those internal tools and they're the heroes. Like the SEO folks and devs on my team who like show up and they're like, hey, I was just noodling on this thing over the weekend and it's probably dumb and it does this thing. I'm like, cut to me weeping. Because I'm like, you did this on the weekend and you're just like, don't even think it's important. And I'm just like sobbing in the corner because the fact that people care to put one line of code in front of the other and keep going and make something to like try to make things faster and easier. I don't know, man, that's like optimism to me. And it's one of the few things that makes me want to get up and like go to work and see my coworkers and to try it again in a time that I don't always do that. You know? I know that I've spent too much time making stuff if nobody appreciates it. Yeah. We all make things people won't use. That's okay too. And we can't really blame ourselves for that, right? Like, sometimes it's just a thing that we need to make. But, you know, man, when I think at the end of the day, it's so weird how you can have a day pass where you're like, man, today I feel like garbage. Didn't do anything at all. But if an outsider looked at what you did, you created so much. And you made so many decisions. And you did so many things. And like, when you're in this world of pushing information and coding and all this, you just forget that you are making stuff every day. It's just easy to forget. And yeah, it's easy to take it for granted. I take all this for granted sometimes at the end of the day, but then I just have these moments where I just like see something that my team built and I just am like, hoo, so amazing, you know? I expect to see an office hours logo for this new Twitch segment. You still have fun. Yeah, I should totally have like a I should end my sessions and turn it into like office hours with Chappell. And just like talk about stuff. I've often thought about, I was like, should I like just stream some of my content strategy processes on Twitch for whatever audience cares about that? Some of it's proprietary, but some of it I can stream. It's especially hard for the contract workers out there, yeah, who get erased the second someone needs to cut the budget. It's very true. You know, we're at my company, we're struggling because we have too much work, which is really stunning. Because we feel lucky, because a lot of people have no work, and because we have so much work, we're relying on a lot of freelancers to help us. And I'm working with freelancers every day, and once they come in the door, we like treat them like family. And so if you're with us, you're in it. And that's not the case everywhere. Our freelancers get a ton of responsibility and autonomy, and it's like really exciting for them, but I know it's probably also kind of scary. You know, what you do, as long as it does something positive for one person, is huge. Yeah, it is true. Just dropping in to say hi. Thank you, birthday, maybe. It's true. We don't often know when the thing we do is actually helpful for even one person. We don't know. We don't always get that feedback. I would totally watch for what it's worth. Yeah, no, I've thought about it because I can't really figure out. I can't figure out this streaming biz. I guess I can't figure out what I want to stream most. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy this noon show a ton. I really do. I've started to think about what would make sense, and like long play games and like streaming all that. Like, it's okay. But I'm not gonna be like a 30-hour-a-week streamer who's like trying to build an empire. But I would like to stream some things that help people and maybe build a small little community of people who are looking to try to figure some things out. So, content strategy could be fun, you know? Who knows? I think the only other game, oh my god, Dorian, UX Strategy, that's a delightful cartoon. I think, I don't know, Monday, maybe Monday. Monday I might stream some of Baldur's Gate 3 just because I'm really excited about the new patch. And I'm a nerd, so I want to check out the new Druid class. So that could be fun. But other than that, I'm still figuring out what my streaming game looks like. But this weekend vibe will continue. No worries. And I really, thanks to all of you for hanging out for as long as you have. It's been a long time. I streamed a long ass time today. I will definitely be back doing 5-minute games noon next Saturday. I've been thinking about doing curated nights where we have a theme. So maybe like a random weekday night doing like, maybe it's like mystery games or like, you know, spooky games, who knows? And I can curate a list, but I know for now we'll keep doing these Saturdays at noon. Yeah, it is always a pleasure. Anyways, thanks y'all. This has been fun figuring things out. These are I'm glad you have my rating system. Hopefully it'll keep going. Hopefully next week will be better and we'll find more stuff that doesn't suck. Maybe we'll go back to Nintendo or Genesis. Maybe it'll be better. Who knows? Anyways, yeah. See you, Aaron. See you, folks. It's been a true joy. Thanks, Dorian. Yeah, live your lives. Thanks, Brittany, for the follow. Go shower. Go do your laundry, y'all. Like, it's Saturday. We gotta take care of our lives. Thanks, everyone. Already miss you. I will see you next week, if nothing else, or on Twitter. Follow me at Chappell Tracker. Bye, everyone.